Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of Building Japan on this channel. So last episode was the first episode, and we built this. This is our first little house. So we're on survival mode. It's a Let's Play series, and it's all going quite well. So we've got all of this, a nice little house here. One thing I do want to do is I want to replace the floor in here, because the floor here is freaking horrible. I do not like the floor here. What I'm going to replace it with is probably some spruce wood planks. So I got to take a couple of them out and stick them in there and get some spruce wood. Swap that with the glass because we might as well. Sorry, bed, you're going to get destroyed. Ooh, maybe tactical. Tactical. Yes, that's worked. Okay, so what we're going to do in today's episode is we are going to flesh out a little bit of what we are doing in regards to building the rest of the village, because I think what I'm going to do is a little sort of Japanese village type thing. So we're going to do a bit of that. Okay, that looks a lot nicer now that the floor's in there. We're probably going to try and build another house. Take that out of there. Because, well, we have to make a little village. We'll flesh out some paths, and I have remembered now what the name of this temple is. So in Japan there is a red temple that's sort of set up against a big cliff, so I'm going to do it on that cliff, and it's called the Shibao Temple, and it's a red temple. It's big, and I think it looks really nice. Okay, so we're back after a quick technical hitch there. Everything's okay. Night time, so I'm going to sleep the night away, so we do not get attacked. We've managed to deal with monsters quite well of recent, so let's hope it stays that way. But there might be some left out a little bit. No, we're okay. What I'm going to spend a little bit of time quickly doing now is just transporting everything over to the new house from the old one. I'm gonna eat because we be hungry. Ooh, there's that ravine again. I'm gonna fall down that ravine sometime soon. But there's that pillar to tell us where we are. The other thing that I want to do is, I'm not entirely sure of the name of it, but there's a Japanese monument that's also in red. That is, it kind of looks, I don't know how to describe it really. It's like if you were to draw an N, but not curl the top. Put a straight line at the top. There's a little wheat farm doing well again. So I'm going to build that as well. I'm not sure if that's going to be today or just something for a later episode, but one thing I do need to do is get some clay as well, because that's going to be a big part of, because I think the red clay is a lot nicer than red wool, and it's a lot less susceptible to burning. So we're going to stick with that as well. Take the coal from there. We can go back down there for mining at another time as well. Oh, we might as well take that chest. Take everything away from here, and the furnace, why not? And you know what, the crafting table as well, because you know we can. So that's one more thing that we're going to do. But for now, it might be a bit of a gathering of resources because we're still quite early on. So I might do a bit of mining and see if we can do some exploring. I'll note down my coordinates so we know where we're going, or where the house is at least, so we know how we can get back. Because I need to do some exploring to see if I can find some oak wood and some other things like that. So we can do that. Let's deposit some of the crap that we just picked up. I'm going to set up a little farm as well. Fence posts, and there's no room for that, so we'll take some of the dirt and put that in. We might as well take these out and stick a furnace up there and stick a crafting table, maybe outside or something. So yeah, what I need to gather some colours as well, some dye. So I'm going to pick up some of the flowers because it's going to be quite important to get the dyes in to make sure that we can colour some of the clay or the wool that we decide to use. I'm going to need you. Ooh, we are going to set up a food source as well now. There's 2 pigs there, so we're going to do that. Yeah, we're gonna do that now. I'm gonna have to build some fence posts so we can fence them in. And oh, pigs are carrots now, aren't they? They're not attracted to wheat anymore. Ooh. Yeah. What's wheat? It's cows with wheat, I think, isn't it? Okay, so let's set up a quick farm here and get some. Yeah, we got the sugarcane as well. It's not going to be anything Japanese yet because we just need to get a source. That's not going to work. It needs to be near water. Okay, so let's do it over here. I think it should be okay with the water here because there's... No, it's not going to be okay with the water here. We're going to have to do it right by the seaside. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place, really. Yeah, hydrating now. Okay, good news. Alright, so we got some crops hydrating, and we're going to plonk down some sugar canes as well. I think we're going to need quite a few sugar canes in the future for decorative purposes. I thought these would have been okay, but apparently not. So we got that going. Let's grab some wheat and see if we can find some cows. But before we do that, let's set up a little place for them to that we can quickly put them in. So we'll do that. Ah, so it's shift. Okay, now see, I got it now. It's a shift and a left click rather than a right click, which makes life a lot easier now that I know how to do that. Let's give them a fair bit of room, but not too much, because we don't want any escapees or anything like that, and we don't have that much room either. Is this going to be okay? Oh yeah, just about. Okay, so we're going to go out now. Didn't want that, but I got it. We're going to go out now. We're going to get some cows, get some wheat, get some cows, and then we can hopefully breed them up and we can get some food source, because that is really what we need at the moment, because I be dying. I don't want to be dying. I think I walked past some cows over this direction, over in the forest. Oh, right, one more cut, and that's some of the stuff that I had going on there was starting to get a little bit boring, so, and the episode, it was starting to get to like 15-20 minutes, so we weren't going to have that anymore. So, basically what happened there is, I went away, and I managed to get some poppies, some dandelions, some azure bluettes. We got some more wood, not an awful lot more, but a little bit more, and a bit more coal as well. So that, and a truck ton more of food, but nothing to sort of keep us going for a lengthy period of time, because I could not find any cows, so no cows to be seen. That was a problem. I got to empty my inventory a little bit as well. It's a bit too much going on in there at the moment, and sleep as well, because it is just about to be night time. And then I'm going to show you what I started to do with the foundations. I started to build the foundations of a new manor house. Well, I say manor house, just a big house that I was planning on doing. So yeah, that's happened as well. We're going to plant these seeds now, so we have a bit more going on in our farm. Oh, did I just hit that? Damn it. Okay, there we are. So that should grow fine, because there's plenty of water sources to give it space there, so to grow. And now you can start to see it. So what I was planning is I've done a thing 12 by 12, and that, I think that means the gap. So the gap between the two posts is 12. So it might be 13 by 13. I'm not entirely sure how the maths works for that. And it's going to be a nice big manor house, but it is going to get smaller as we go up, so I need to equip that dirt so I can make this scaffolding a bit better. Yeah, so it's going to be smaller as we go up, so it so up another 2, and then what we got to do, so we're at the same height now, and then place that there, and that one there, and then go up 1, 2, 3. So that's that bit sorted. And now, actually, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to work out the next little bit, because I think now that goes up 3, and then I'll do this one up 2, and then actually I'll do this one up 3, up 4, and then this one up 3, and then that will be that house scaffolding wise. As long as I do that on, I'm not going to take that block out. As long as I do that on every side, that'll be the house finished for scaffolding. And I'll have a look and see what that looks like. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to build it, and once I've built it, we might be able to have a bit more of an idea of what it will look like. So this one goes up 1 more, and then get the dirt scaffold out again, and then this one up 1, 2, 3. Yeah, as I said, I don't know why I'm taking that one out. That's nice scaffolding to have there. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. There's cows there. I'm gonna do that now, because if I don't, I will forget. I'm gonna jump over and get the wheat and take those cows back. Okay, so we are back. I just gathered up a little bit of building blocks, and I got the 2 cows in that little pen there. I got a bunch more sandstone. I got all of the sand that I had, and I made it into sandstone. And that's going to be the walls of the house. But what is going to happen is there's going to be a couple of, I'm not entirely sure what they're called actually. It's little splits in the house where like little triangles come out of the house is the best way I can describe it. I will show you what I mean now by just doing it, or at least putting the foundations out for it anyway. So let's take this dirt down. Don't need that. So I'm gonna go, if it's 12 gap, we'll go 1, 2, and then one of these here, and one of them here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there, and around the outside is going to be these. Okay, so yeah, that's what the outside is going to look like. So it gives a bit of a trim. I don't have many of these, so it's just going to have to be like that for the moment. And then, ooh, actually, I'm not sure if it's going to be like that. Yeah, let's do it like that. So it's going to be just like this, and then it will just get a little bit smaller. And then like that. And it's getting dark, so I'm gonna sleep. do I have enough dirt? I have enough to just do that. I'm gonna get back to the house and sleep. All big hits. But yeah, that's what it's gonna look like for the moment. I'll be interested to see what it turns out to be. Just a frame at the moment, I know, but yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. Quick sleep. So I hope it looks good. I really do, because I'm enjoying doing it at the moment. Let's just finish off a few little bits here. Yeah, I'll finish off what I want to do, and then I'll quickly come back. Okay, so I will see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so I've done most of the little bits that I want to do. I just getting a feel of what the build's going to look like. If I show you everything, and then show you a little section of it, maybe you might, it helps me if I just cut out part of the screen. I'll show you what I mean by just moving the mouse down. So that's what it's looking like at the moment. But if I show you this, this is a little bit more, if you ignore what's inside, this is a little bit more of what the build is going to look like. So I think it's starting to come together. This is the little bit where it's going to have a roof that comes down, sort of like that. I can't remember what it's called. Then it gets a little like progressively smaller again, and you know. But yeah, that's that bit done. So I think I've got an idea of where I want to take it, which is great. I just hope it starts to work. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like or subscribe. That would be great. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.